There's something in my booth that has resulted in over $100,000 in art sales for me. Good morning and welcome to Juno Beach, Florida. I'm here this weekend to exhibit at Art Fest by the Sea, and I feel like I say this every time I come here, but this really is the most beautiful location for an art show of all the shows that I do the entire year probably. It's also great to be doing the show here in Juno Beach because I have some super local photographs, and I love when I can show work that's really local to the place where I'm doing the show. I have a great photo of the Jupiter Inlet light, which is right up the road here. And then another of the Juno Beach Pier, which is literally right next to the show here. Florida season is my busiest time of the year, and I typically do like 10 back-to-back shows every year down here in Florida from January through March. And the rest of the year for me isn't quite so busy with shows because I'll have a much bigger break between shows, but here in Florida, the season is quick, intense, and usually really good, and this year was no exception. And it's really great to end the season here on a high note in Juno Beach, Florida with a great show and a beautiful location before heading off to shows in other parts of the country. Show season is bittersweet, but it's mostly just sweet because I'm really exhausted from having so many shows in a row, and especially now having a baby at home, I'm like extra exhausted this year. Having so many shows in a row, trying to keep up with that, taking care of a baby at home, I am just beat. One nice thing about living in South Florida now and having a baby here right at the beginning of show season is that I was able to do a pretty normal show schedule for my winter here in Florida and didn't have to spend too many nights away from home. Another great thing is that Milo was able to come to a few of my shows and visit me at the show, which I thought would be a real great boost to my sales, having my baby in the booth with me. People might feel like, oh, you know, we should buy from this guy because he has a new baby to feed and all that. But unfortunately, it was like almost the exact opposite that happened. Having the baby in the booth with me actually took the focus away from the art because then everyone was focused on this cute little baby and, you know, fawning over my baby instead of looking at my artwork. However, there's something in my booth that has resulted in over $100,000 in art sales for me, and that's my business cards. I keep close track of where my sales come from after a show, and my business cards tell people how to get in touch with me after the show when they're ready to buy something. I have two versions of business cards that I'm using right now. One is this big postcard size business card that has a bunch of my pictures on the front and then all of my information on the back. And the other is the smaller business card size business card with same information on the inside there, but just in a smaller format for people who want to throw this in their pocket. And I can't tell you how many times people have called me years down the road and said that, hey, we've had your business card on our refrigerator for years now, and we've moved, or we've remodeled, or we finally have space for some of your artwork and we'd love to get some. I've even gone to a few people's homes to install pieces and they had my card in a frame in the house. That's actually happened more than once, believe it or not. And strangely enough, among artists, having a business card in your booth has really become kind of a controversial topic lately. With some people thinking that, they're not really worth the expense of printing, and people just throw them away or throw them in the trash can. And I saw someone write on one of the artist message boards that they were really upset that someone threw their card into the porta potty, and when they went to go use the porta potty, they saw their business card down in the junk there, and that really upset them. However, these business cards are such a small expense for something that really results in huge sales for you down the road. So it's almost like unfathomable to me why someone wouldn't have a business card to give people a way to contact them down the road. So let's go talk to Evan in the future right now, who has some great information for you about printing your business cards. Thanks, Evan from the Art Show. When I make videos like this with information about how to help your art business, I not only like to provide you with information and suggestions about what to do, but also the resources on how to do them, which is why I want to introduce you to Got Print, which is where I get all of my promotional material printed. In these videos, I'm never going to recommend or suggest a product or service that I don't personally use myself or believe in. This video isn't sponsored by them, so I'm receiving nothing in compensation from them for telling you about their service. I've been having my postcards and business cards printed at Got Print for over 10 years. They even printed the vinyl banner that I hang on the front of my booth as a booth sign. They do tons of different kinds of printing. Basically everything you could need for promotional materials, they'll be able to print, and at excellent prices and outstanding quality. I am part of their affiliate program, so use the link that I put in the description of this video to check them out and see if they might be able to help you out with your promotional materials. Now back to Evan at the art show. Thanks, Evan from the future. I hope you guys found this information really helpful. If you want to know how I doubled my art show sales, go watch this video right now.